Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Robert. I like to make video games, and I like to play video games. And today, I'm going to share with you a true summertime classic, and that's Super Mario Sunshine. You know, I don't think there's much better summertime games than this one. You know, it's July, it's summer, school's out, temperature's up. What better thing is there to do than to sit inside in the cool AC and play some video games? This game came out about the time that I was graduating high school, and I made it a ritual. Every summer when I got out of school, I'd pop this game in, I'd get all 120 stars, I'd put it away, and then next year I'd do it again. Just look at this game. It's bright. It's sunny, it's hot, you get to play with water, and of course, there's Mario and Yoshi. Just look at this demo footage of all the places we'll go. If you've never played this game before, or if you haven't played it for a long time, I'm glad that you're back. I hope you enjoy this. We're just going to be playing, having some fun. There, wanted to let Mario say it. Alright, just about enough of me talking, but before we get started, we're going to want to watch the intro video that'll happen after this start screen. When we start the game, it'll actually start at the end of the video, and the only way to watch it is here on the main menu. So we'll let that play, and then we'll get into the game. Just listen to that. You get the surf, the seagulls, the bright sun. I'm telling you, this game is summer in a capsule. Here's the video. Let's watch.
Welcome to the sun-drenched tropical paradise of Isle Delphino. We're so pleased to welcome you to our beautiful home. Come enjoy a natural wonderland to which we've added the world's finest resort facilities, a spectacular amusement park, and succulent seafood. All this and more await you on Isle Delphino. Come relax and let us refresh your body and spirit.
And just like that, before the game even begins, we get a very good encapsulation about what's happening. An imposter who looks just like Mario has been prancing around Delphino Island before we even arrive. And we're about to arrive now, so let's find out what shenanigans might be afoot. I'm sure Mario's going to wind up taking the rap for this guy. Let's go help him out and dive into Super Mario Sunshine. Here you can see some of my old save files. These don't tell you when they're from, but if I had to guess, they're probably from around 2006. Wow, almost 20 years ago. I haven't played this game in a long time. But we're going to start a new game right now, so let's dive right in.
What happened? What's this icky paint-like goop? It's moving!
Now, boys, don't touch that stuff.
Excuse me, but... Huh?
I am most concerned with the well-being of the princess in this dreadful heat. Master Mario, if you would, cross over to that shore and find some assistance.
Very terrifying. If you looked real closely, you could see the red eyes on that shadowy figure. And also, props to the pilot for making a mostly safe landing on a shorter runway than expected. We all walked out of that in one piece. Let's see here. All right. Here we are in control. We get Mario, little camera. Mario, of course, has almost the same moveset as Super Mario 64. If you time it right, you can do a triple jump. 2, 3. You can do a side flip. And new to this game is a spin jump, where if you spin the stick really fast and jump, you get to spin jump, which is your highest jump. And it's really useful when we get Yoshi later. We'll be making use of that a lot. See what Toadsworth has to say. So fun fact about this game that I learned. This game was originally released in Japan, but all of the text in the game was written in English. In Japan, everything just had Japanese subtitles, which I thought was very interesting. Alright, now here's the main obstacle in this game. Everything's covered in paint. We can slip and slide around in it. And look at that, everywhere that we just slid, paint's behind us too. Whoop, you linger in it too long though and you get hurt. Even some footsteps. Now we're covered in paint. But no problem, a quick spin jump will take care of that, if we can do it. Let's see. Nope. There you go. Clean as a whistle. Look at that. One of the very nice things in this game, and I'll point it out too, is no matter where you are, you can usually look around and see different places. Like here we are, we're on the airstrip. It's its own kind of level. And if we look over here, you can actually see Delphino Plaza, where we'll be going a little bit later. For now, I guess we'll take care of business, Mario style. Let's see what this guy has to say. Is he our welcoming crew? He is. Do we get a lay? No lay, but he does tell us how to use the map. Little press of the Z button, we can pull up a handy dandy map. It doesn't show us too much right now, but this is where we would check our levels, learn about the locations that we're going. Like here's the Delphino Airstrip. We can click on that, we'll get a little description about it. Over here where it says click for totals, of course, you can click here for the totals. This will tell you all of the Shine Sprites that we found and kind of give you a hint about what's left to do if you're aiming for that 100% completion. Which, of course, if you're playing a Mario game, why wouldn't you be, right? But also on this map, you can even click on these little guys, like you can click on this guy, and it'll tell you about the Piantas, the local inhabitants here on Isle Delphino. And this one too. This will tell you about the Noki, the sea people. Got the sea people, the mountain people. No real land people, but I guess it is a very mountainous island. Alright, let's go climb it. Let's see what this guy has to say. You take the water pump, huh?
Power up complete. Thank you for purchasing this item from GAD Science Incorporated. Preparing to register customer information. Scanning and classifying subject data. Subject identified as Mario, resident of the Mushroom Kingdom. Data storage complete. I am FLUDD, a flash liquidizer ultra dousing device. I hope to be of assistance. Proceeding with user instruction. Use the R button to shoot water from my tank. If you press the R button all the way down, you can stop and shoot. You can then use the control stick to aim in any direction. Press the X button to switch to the hover nozzle. You can then press the R button to hover in the air for a short time. If this tank is empty, no water can be sprayed. To refill tank, enter a body of water and press the R button. Instructions complete. Proceed. Mario.
Alright, now we've gotten the gadget, the main gimmick of this game, and it's a gun! Well, it's a water gun. What better instrument for a nice summery game like this? Alright, he wants us to take care of these M's. So they're telling us you can lightly tap the R button, and you can spray while running around. If you hold the R button, then you can stay in one place and shoot water while aiming with the left stick. Or, if you really want to, you can press Y and go into third-person aiming mode, over the shoulder. Might be a little easier sometimes, but not as able to go on the fly with that. Hop into water, press right trigger, and you'll fill up. And for a little bit of a life hack, you can stay in water while you shoot, and you'll keep your tank constantly full. You don't have infinite distance, though, and eventually your water pressure will run out. Like that. That's okay, you just let go of the trigger and do it again. What I like to do is just run around lightly tapping the right trigger. That'll just let you spray a lot, while also conserving water and covering a large area. If you find anybody sunken into the goop like this guy was, you can just spray them and they'll pop right out, cover it in paint, and then you can just wash them off. There we go. You're welcome, my man. You're welcome. Alright. This is our main issue right now. This pile of paint. If we spray it enough, we'll face our first mid-boss. There it is, some kind of inky Piranha Plant. Of course, the goal here is just spray water into its open mouth. I think this guy never shuts his mouth. Fine by me. That makes it real easy. 3 hits, it's done. Paint disappears, runway gets repaired, and we get our first Shine Sprite. Look at that, easy. Before we get it though, Let me talk to these guys just to see if they have something to say about that. They do know that something's changed. That's right, Toadsworth, it's not a star. It's a Shine Sprite. I will mistakenly call them stars a lot. It's a force of habit. Bad habit.
Nice work, Mario.
Quite an unusual device. Is it some sort of pump?
I am FLUDD, glad to meet you. Hey, someone's coming.
Here comes the people to thank us.
Court is now in session.
As you are no doubt aware, someone has been senselessly defacing fair Isle Delphino using some paint-like substance. The accused is charged with polluting our beautiful home, and yes, endangering our very way of life. Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going on? Though it is daytime in Delphino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness. Expert Shine scholars have determined that this darkness has arisen because all of our guardians, the Shine Sprites, have vanished from their gathering spot at the Shine Gate. The reason?
That Shine Gate looks really menacing. It's got glowing spots where its eyes should be.
Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. The truth is obvious. The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than Mario.
Objection!
Overruled. I judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby order the defendant to clean this entire island. Until Isle Delphino is completely free of his vile handiwork, Mario shall not be allowed to leave. Court adjourned.
This appears to be quite a predicament, Mario. Data analysis verifies that the island's inhabitants are indeed troubled by pollution, but the pollution itself is not the main problem. Mario, you witnessed this object at the airstrip, correct? It is a Shine Sprite. Shine Sprites are the source of power on Isle Delphino. They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate, but the Graffiti incident has polluted the island and most of the Shine Sprites have fled. There is no longer any power to support the peaceful lifestyle of the islanders. It is most pitiable. The only way to ensure the return of the Shine Sprites is to keep the island from becoming any dirtier. The perpetrator is likely at work even as we speak. And you, Mario, are being treated as a criminal. Tomorrow we must do our best to resolve this situation.
Go straight that way. You can't miss the mess now. Your first job's to get rid of all that ugliness. And remember, we'll be watching you, pal. We'll know if you start slacking off.
Fine way to say thanks for fixing your airstrip. No, but this is a very nice sentence, wouldn't you agree? Mario gets to run around this island paradise. He does have to clean up some messes though, but still, he's free to run around, and he could probably even go to the amusement park if he wanted to. Still a vacation yet. Anyway, I always thought this was neat. The island is very dark right now, or at least this plaza is. As we get more Shine Sprites, this line between light and dark will start to spread out, and eventually this whole place will become illuminated. But for now, we should deal with the problems at hand. Let me out on good behavior. Don't worry, Princess. We'll get the sun back out. Alright. I pity these people. We gotta help them out. You're welcome. Now we meet our first enemies. These little... I don't even know. I just call them inklings because it's kind of what they do. They just roam around and jump at you, and if they hit you, they hurt. If they miss you, they leave behind some paint. There you go, little toad. You should get on out of here. Ooh, it's pretty grim. Alright, just like back at the airstrip, let's get this puddle cleaned up. And as you can see, this time, we're going to have to balance between shooting him and warding off these guys. Luckily, we clean up the mess a little bit so that there aren't too many of them. Presto! Another mess cleaned up thanks to Mario. You're welcome, you're welcome.
Princess, look! On the statue's head!
Mario?
Our doppelganger. Hey, whoa, you leave her alone.
Mario!
Let's chase after him using one of my favorite ways to get around. Spray a little bit of water, hit B, and slide. Just gotta spray him for a little bit. Oh. Boy, how much water can this guy take? There we go. Not fair, completely unfair. Hey.
Mario!
Let's slide. Whoop, don't want to do that though. Where'd he go? There he is.
Mario!
Alright, and now we're being introduced to our first world portal, the paintings of this game. You can even see a little preview of the land that you're going to go to. Let's dive in, shall we? To World 1. Bianco Hills. Episode 1. Road to the Big Windmill. And here we are in our first level. Just look at how vibrant and bright this game is. It's always so much fun. Now, before we head down to the village, I just want to show you this. Rico Harbor that way, and Pina Park that way. Like I was talking about earlier, wherever you are in this game, you can look around and you can see other places that you're going to go. Down there is the harbor. That's going to be the next level we tackle. And way over there by that Ferris wheel, that's Pina Park. That's the back of it, anyway. We'll be going there later, too. That might be the 3rd or 4th level. I think it's the 4th level. And way over there is Delphino Plaza. So it's always neat that you could just look around and see familiar places. And also, what's nice about this game is people are walking around. There are people inside the levels that you can talk to, interact with. They'll give you hints about what to do next. But for now, let's come on down here into the village. Ah, a trail that connects to the big windmill. That's where we're going. Door being closed is nothing for Mario. Oh, look at these enemies. These bad guys, they always remind me of Captain Olimar from Pikmin. Something about their big noses and I don't know. They sure splat weird though. Hey, you're coming out of there. That's quite enough of that. Squirt tank, huh? Okay, like this guy is telling you the hint that you can water flowers. Flowers will give you coins. And there are also these groups of flowers. If you manage to water them all, you'll get as many coins as there are flowers. If you're not fast enough, though, they'll cover themselves back up. This. Oh, some of them are enemies, too. And these enemies, if you squirt them into the wall, you get 3 coins. If you just jump on them, you'll only get 1. So see, you have to be pretty, not super quick, but quick enough. And you'll get a good reward. And of course, just like Super Mario 64, if you get 100 coins inside of a level, you'll get a star. A Shine Sprite, in this case. Ah, over here in the water, there's a blue coin. Blue coins are another one of the collectibles in this game. They're right there underneath the Shine Sprites. Every level has 30 of them hidden inside of them. Later on, we'll be able to trade in 10 at a time for 1 Shine Sprite. So let's see if we can collect a lot of them. It's not very easy to get them all at once, and you can't actually get all of the blue coins on all of the episodes in a level. Sometimes they're only on certain levels, but usually you can get them all on the last episode of a level. Since we're not there yet, this one's right here in front of us. Let's go get it. Our first blue coin. Alright. Let's press X to switch to our hover nozzle. That'll help us get around here. Alright, let's see. There's some more blue coins here in this village. Let's get them before we move on. Here we go. This graffiti that's on the wall, we'll find these around in various places. And if we wash them off just like we did in the tutorial, we'll be rewarded with a blue coin. So that's 2. Oh, there's another M. Easy breezy. 3 blue coins. Let's see. Here we go. I've actually got the Nintendo Power Guide for this game in front of me. The official guide from Nintendo Power. And it pointed out this blue coin, which, if you didn't have the guide, and you didn't know anything about it, I don't know how you would find this blue coin. It says if you squirt water into one of these doorways, a blue coin will pop out. Let's see here. This one. This one's just a regular coin, so then it must be this one. Blue coin. Now, if you didn't have the guide, how would you think to do that? That's just crazy. Maybe back in the day you would have called the Nintendo hotline. Said, I'm missing 1 blue coin in Bianco Hills. And they would have said, oh, did you spray in the doorway? I'm like, what? Who thinks of that? Anyway, we've got 4 blue coins now. Let's see, I think there's another one up here. Whoa! These ropes are pretty fun. As you can see, there's a little bit of action going on. And you can hit B, hang from them. And then if you spray your nozzle, it'll actually start to spin. And if you time it right, you can launch! Oh, don't want to go that way, though. Just a fun thing. We'll probably need that a little bit later. Let's see here. There we go. Hop over to this windmill. Let's make it over to that windmill. Ooh. There's a blue coin right there. Now, to make these windmills spin, you can actually squirt water on them. Yeah, come on. Spin, windmill, spin. All right, there's another one. It's 5 blue coins. And you can see another one from here. Let's get a little bit closer. Bam! 6 blue coins already. Wow, and unlike Super Mario 64, I feel like I jumped from a high place and didn't take any fall damage from that. This game's a lot more lenient on that, which is good to know. They want us to go that way. Windmills are big spinning things that use wind power. Water wheels are big spinning things that use water power. And all of them will spin faster if you give them a good squirting. Oh, so there, that guy would even tell you that you can spray those windmills and they'll spin faster. And that's just one of those things that I remember. In this game, there are a few things about this game that really have stuck in my mind all of these years. These windmills, this town, I love these windmills. Even though they're just 2 little set pieces that spin, I remember these windmills. There are a couple more things in this game that I remember very vividly. I'll point them out as we go. I don't think there are any here anymore, at least. Another M. You know what that means. Another blue coin. That makes 7. Ah, and over here, here's an X. So in some levels, some places, you're gonna find a mark like this. Sometimes it's an X, sometimes it's a square, sometimes it's a triangle, but in the level, there's always 2 matching symbols. For instance, this X, let's see, it's probably not too far since it's the first level. There it is. So here's the second X. What happens is, if you spray these just like the M's, like the graffiti, when you get rid of one of them, a blue coin will pop out of the other one. So you have to go get that blue coin, and if you're not fast enough, it'll reset. But you do that, and then you switch it around. You spray the other one, and a blue coin will pop out where the first one was. So you basically get 2 blue coins very quickly. At least we will right here. I think I can spray this from here. Wasn't hitting it quite right. And presto, blue coin right there. Let's grab that. Okay. And then this one, should be able to get it from just about right here. Save us about 1 second. Oh, come on, camera. There we go. 2 blue coins in less than a minute. Look at that. So now we're at 9 blue coins. We're also at 26 regular coins. I don't really think that the first episode is the place to try to get 100 coins, but I wonder. Hey, a collectible, a water bottle. That gave us a little bit more water. And as you can see, these trees have been swallowed up by this paint. So sometimes it's a lot of fun to clean up the paint, be rewarded with something big sprouting out right in front of you. See, an easy way to clean up is by spinning and spraying. I think that's called the sprinkler spray or something like that. Hmm, 34. I doubt that I'll be able to get 100 coins in this episode. So let's just do what we need to do and clean up this mess while watching out for those giant, I don't know, cannonballs? Piranha Plant seeds? Alright, just like before, just gotta spray into his mouth 3 times. That's 2. That's 3. Just like that, the path has been fixed, and our reward is in sight. But during that little clip, did you see that? If you take a look up there, you can actually see the boss from the next episode taunting us. And you know, if you really want to, you don't have to get this first episode star. You can go straight for him. In fact, that's what we're gonna do. This episode 1 star, it's easy to get. We'll come back and get it again. For now, let's head up the giant windmill and beat the first real boss. Oh, he already knows we're coming. Not gonna stop me. Whoa, hey now. This nice little sprinkler here, if you stand underneath it, it'll refill your water automatically. Very handy. Alright, here's something funny. This guy up here, if you talk to him, he's like, hey, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be doing something else. Because we're not supposed to be here. We're still on episode 1, where we're supposed to fix the bridge and get that Shine Sprite down there. Who's that? What are you doing over here? You're getting a little ahead of yourself, don't you think? Isn't there something else you should do before coming here? Nope. We're here to have some fun and bend the rules of this game a little bit. We'll get our 10th blue coin from that M graffiti on the wall. And then we'll just ride this up to the top and face the boss. We'll come back for that other Shine Sprite a little later. There it is. This is the first boss, Petey Piranha. Alright, we're inside the giant windmill now. Clean this place up a little bit. When he opens his mouth, just like the other piranha plants, fill them up with water. Then you get a little prompt. Just got a ground pound right on his stomach. Done. If you stand too close to him, though, he'll do a head whip. Doesn't seem like he wants to do it this time. He just wants to be beaten. All right. Does this guy abide by the rule of 3? He does. 3 hits and he's done. Clean up that mess. Give us your Shine Sprite, Petey. Sweet. Just like that, we've beaten the first level. We got our first Shine Sprite at least. We broke the game just a little bit. But let's see, does it... Oh, it actually lets us move on. I thought we'd have to do the first episode again. Well, there's the one that we actually did, down with Petey Piranha. But real quick, let's go back to episode 1. Just get it done. Just do it real quick. Let's go. Here. And then we can just kind of hover on over here. And we can go over here. the hover pack is a decent method of dealing damage, but you have to imagine when it runs out, you're going to be falling straight into it. It's 2. One more and we'll be done already. Alright, now we legitimately did episode 1. Good job. And now the game is giving us a hint about what needs to happen next. Every time we exit a level, it'll show you a little cutscene of what to do. And also, you get this DEBS alert at the bottom, the Delphino Emergency Broadcast System. It's basically saying that the boathouse has disappeared. The police can't take care of it. Investigation of this mystery may take some time. And we could clean it up. But before we do, let's do one more level here, and we'll take a break. Let's dive in and tackle episode 3. The Hillside Cave Secret. Alright. Okay, so this level is a secret level. As we play this game, we'll come across a lot of these levels that have secret in the name. And when you see that, you know you'll be in for a challenge, because you're going to be put into a special level where you won't have FLUDD with you. You'll only have Mario's skills. The whole moveset that I showed off at the beginning on the airstrip. Just a bunch of jumps. These guys. If you get too close, they'll start sputtering out some dirt. The only way to tackle them is to spray them, jump on them. But we're gonna ignore them for the most part. This guy's covered in paint. Now, if you actually talk to this guy, he tells you something interesting. He'll tell you where the Hillside Cave is, how to see it, kinda how to get to it. But he tells you that he was hanging out there. If we were to go back to episode 1 and go over to where the Hillside Cave is, you'll actually find this guy standing there. He'll be there, and he'll tell you, basically, I can't let you in this gate. Behind here is where things get difficult. And isn't that the truth? And he's telling us that Shadow Mario's in there. Those guys are in the trees. Over there is where we have to go. Let's see. Looks like they want us to cross those platforms. These guys, I guess everybody's mentioning under the bridge because that's where they want you to go. They want you to start there, go along underneath the bridge, and that way. But I say, forget that. We're taking a shortcut. One thing to know about this hover nozzle, though, I've been using it a little bit. The important fact is, if you start using the hover nozzle, if you let go of it, you can't use it again until you land. You can't use it to like slowly guide your descent. You get to use it once, so you better make sure it counts. And I don't know if you've noticed, but sometimes the shadow underneath Mario disappears, which makes it really hard to know where you are. As you play, you kind of get a little intuition as to where you're going to land. It's not always right, but it's the best you can do. Anyway, let's go. We're going to be using this hover nozzle here to get over there. Out there. Alright. We'll go over here. Up. Alright. Now, this is where the fun begins. Let's dive in. Ha ha ha. How about that? You know, as an adult, have you ever played a game or looked back at a level and thought, wow, how did I do this as a kid? Or how did I enjoy this? A level like this kind of makes me think about that. How did I enjoy this? How did I do this every summer? And this is just the first one. Okay, come on. Here we go. Oh, yeah, okay. We'll just go. Stop. Whoop, go. Okay. Okay. Now this part... It looks like the stars are moving. They get closer together? I think so. Those tips touched. Okay, go. Get that one up. And... Hey! First try. And back to Delphino Plaza. Alright, how about that? We've got 4 Shine Sprites. We beat 3 levels, or 3 episodes inside the first level. We're going to take a break here. Next time, we'll open up the next level, Rico Harbor, and we'll see how that goes. If you remember from the overlook in Bianco Hills, it sure looked like a mess. It's a whole bunch of mesh and water, so it's a real ramp up in difficulty from this green hill zone. But we're gonna tackle it next time. Hopefully next time we'll get maybe 5 more Shine Sprites, have some more fun, and bring some more light back to Delphino Plaza. I hope you tune in again. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.